I have a question for you. What is the name of Doc Brown's dog in Back to the Future? Hi, I'm Mark Ellison from 5 Daily Trivia Questions. 5 questions, 5 answers, and maybe you'll learn something amazing along the way. The number 5. 5 Daily Trivia Questions. Oh, and the answer? Doc Brown's dog's name is Einstein. 5 Daily Trivia Questions.
If you're a facilities manager at a university, you know students rely on the cafeteria for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and the occasional late-night snack. So when a dishwasher breaks down and dirty plates pile up, the mess hall can turn messy in the blink of an eye. Enter Grainger. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast delivery, the product you need now is never far away. So you can turn that dishwasher back into a lean, clean washing machine. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Calaroga Shark Media.
From Washington, D.C., where we had an executive order to finish recording the show by 5:30 p.m., so we didn't have to pay overtime. This is Ballot.
Yeah, look, Mr. President, if you want us to make fun of you, you can't save the good stuff for Hannity. Just go on The Price is Right or something so we can get this thing done by mid-afternoon. Let's hit this. I'm Patrick Gutfield, and Mexico is threatening to sue Google over the name of the Gulf. You know what I love about this story? Mexico's president suggested renaming the United States to Mexican America. And let's talk about Google's response. Their VP wrote this perfectly corporate letter saying they're just following normal operating procedure. Oh, sure, totally normal. Just like how I tell both my girlfriends they're my favorite. 34 dancers showed up at the Kennedy Center to protest Trump becoming board chairman by performing an interpretive European dance from 1982. That'll show him. Nothing strikes fear into the heart of a political opponent quite like synchronized seasonal movements. While other protesters were out there with bullhorns and signs. These brave souls were like, you know what'll really shake things up? Interpretive dance in a single file line. Take that, establishment! I haven't seen resistance this fierce since my neighbor passive-aggressively planted flowers spelling out "mow your lawn" in my front yard. The security guards didn't know what to do. They followed the dancers around the building for 30 minutes, probably radioing back to headquarters. Sir, they appear to be pirouetting menacingly. Should we call in the backup dancers? Trump takes over the Kennedy Center board and these dancers respond with a piece about the seasons? That's like protesting high gas prices by doing the Macarena. But hey, at least they got a workout. Nothing says speaking truth to power like getting your cardio in while you're at it. The Kennedy Center spokesperson was quick to assure everyone that no changes to dance programming were planned. Meanwhile, these dancers are outside doing the world's most elegant conga line of resistance. Though I have to say, if you're trying to convince Trump you should keep diverse programming, maybe don't lead with the European avant-garde piece. Just saying. And you know Trump's watching this from the White House going, nobody protests better than me. I have the best protests. My protests have the highest kicks you've ever seen. Nobody can kick higher than my protesters. Trump isn't done messing around with Kennedys. Aside from making RFK work for him, he closed the JFK Library in Boston with an executive order that nobody's even seen yet. This man's signing secret executive orders from Mar-a-Lago like he's dropping surprise albums on Spotify. You've got to appreciate the drama here. He shut down a Kennedy library the same week he took over the Kennedy Center. Next week, he's probably going to try to executive order the Kennedy Space Center into Trump's Space Hotel and Golf Resort. 9 employees got laid off at the library. Imagine that meeting. Sorry, everyone, but effective immediately, this presidential library is being turned into, well, we don't know yet because the executive order is still probably being written poolside in Palm Beach. The best part? They just put a sign on the door saying, closed due to executive order. That's like breaking up with someone by changing your relationship status to it's executive ordered. And they had to do this at 2 p.m., not even letting people finish their lunch breaks. This library has been open since 1979. Jimmy Carter was at the opening, and now Trump's closing it from his beach club. I haven't seen a presidential library get this kind of treatment since, well, never. Presidential libraries don't usually get this kind of treatment. They're like post offices. They're just supposed to be there. And you know somewhere Robert Kennedy Jr. is watching all this like, see, this is exactly why I switched teams. So Trump's really going all in on this whole rebranding thing. First, he renamed the Gulf of Mexico, and now he's trying to rebrand drug cartels as terrorist organizations. I guess when you can't build a wall, you just change all the labels. He's got the CIA flying drones over Mexico. Very sneaky, very cool. They're not armed, yet. But you know Trump's probably sitting there going, these drones need some pizzazz, maybe some gold trim, definitely my name in big letters on the side. Meanwhile, over in Saudi Arabia, we're having this fancy meeting with Russia, where apparently we're just handing out participation trophies. Lavrov's over there strutting around like he just won America's next top superpower. And Trump's like, see, I told everyone Ukraine shouldn't join NATO. Which is exactly what you want to hear from the guy who's supposed to be on our side. The best part? Russia didn't have to change a single thing. They're sitting there in this fancy palace, probably eating gold leaf dates or whatever, and Lavrov's basically saying, we showed up, that's our compromise. Their pro-Kremlin commentator even went on Telegram to brag about how they didn't make any concessions. That's like bragging about not bringing a gift to a dinner party. And now Marco Rubio's over there talking about extraordinary opportunities, like he's pitching a timeshare. If you end this war now, you'll get a free weekend at Mar-a-Lago, and we'll throw in some sanctions relief. Between renaming bodies of water, shutting down Kennedy libraries, and turning drug cartels into terrorist organizations, Trump's really going for that total rebrand of North America vibe. Anyway, I think it's all great. Make podcasting great again, and have someone at the White House have every single electronic device download every episode of this show, which, by the way, was made with the help of AI, so I don't really understand why we had to be done by 5:30 last night.
It is the world's most secretive election. When a pope dies, ancient traditions begin. A silver hammer, a destroyed ring, over 100 cardinals locked away from the world, choosing the next leader of 1 billion faithful. White Smoke. The Path to a New Pope, from Caloroga Shark Media, wherever you get your podcasts.